Okay, everybody, so let's take a look at today's lesson. What I have here is a right triangle and a right triangle inside of that and another right triangle inside of that. So there's three right triangles. There's the big one, which I drew over here in yellow. There's the medium one, but the medium one I had to turn to make it fit. So the angle D, same orientation. So I took D and triangle, the green triangle, drew it here, put angle D there, the right angle, C and B. And then finally the little blue one, but again I had to completely redraw that one at a different orientation too, so that angle D is here. So all three of these triangles are similar. Similar means they have exact same shape. If they're similar, they're proportional, which means that the sides go together. So I said, well, for instance, AB, that's this side, goes to CB, as maybe CB goes to DB. Or I said, maybe AB goes to AC, the little one, as CB goes to CD. Or I said, well, maybe CD, that's the little one, goes to AD. CD goes to AD. Oh, I could do that. CD goes to AD as BD goes to DC. That'll work. As long as you've got the same proportion. AD goes to AC. You could do that. AD goes to AC as maybe CD goes to CB. As long as you're proportional. Are they similar? Yes. And we listed a bunch of proportions, okay? And there are many, many more. As long as you're consistent, big to small, or you can go medium to big, but you just have to be consistent. If that's the case, then we can solve problems. Now, sometimes there are special ones, right? And this one's a special one because of the altitude, okay? If you have these pieces, and you know the altitude, you can say the altitude is this piece, how tall is the triangle. You can say the altitude squared is equal to this part of the hypotenuse times that part of the hypotenuse. Okay, and I gave an example. If we don't know the altitude, we can say altitude squared is equal to 10 times 6. We solved, we got the square root of 60, which is about 7.74, okay? Then finally, there's another one with legs. Now this is a leg of a right triangle, that's a leg of a right triangle. And then we got the whole entire hypotenuse and a part attached, So we say, okay, here's the formula. Leg squared is equal to the entire hypotenuse times the part attached. Or leg squared is equal to the entire hypotenuse times the part that's attached. And we had an example, okay? So here's a leg. We said leg squared is equal to the whole entire hypotenuse, which is 8, times the piece attached. So I got x squared equals 24. I took the square root of 24 and I got about 4.9, okay? So then I had a worksheet that went along with that, and it asked us on our worksheet to, first on question number 1, we redrew all three triangles. I didn't do 2. On question number 3, in order to do 3, I had to look at the middle triangle and the big triangle, and I was able to set proportions. This goes to this as this goes to this. Geometric mean is simply x squared. To find the geometric mean, you go x squared equals this times this. So we'd go x squared equals 3 times 12, x squared equals 36, x equals 6. And then on the back side, number 9, I noticed I could just use Pythagoras' theorem to find x. This one was the leg formula, 6 squared equals x times 12. And this is the altitude, x squared equals 18 times 8. Okay, and that's all I had. So if you have any questions, come see me.